All right, friends, it's T-Man, and I'm back with a beautiful new video on Paul Saladino, our favorite carnivore doctor. Yes. Well, he doesn't, he eats some fruit these days, but okay. He lives down in Costa Rica. He's a surfer, runner, exercise guy, whatever. It's a great doctor. I don't know. He's a cool dude. So, steak versus mushroom, he says here, bison. Okay. Let's see what he talks about. We're gonna review this video. I ate plant-based meat. All right, he ate plant-based meat. He's doing a bison versus mushroom. Well, meat versus this mushroom steak. Okay, let's review this.
Real steak versus plant-based steak. In this video, I'm gonna cook both of these and try them both. Got a feeling I know which one I'm gonna like better.
Yeah, me personally, I would never try that crap, but yeah, meat, that's amazing. The fact that he's eating bison meat, this is what I was talking about before. You guys are lucky in the States, because I don't know where I can get bison meat up here in Canada. That would be amazing, I swear. But you guys are lucky down there. I'm pretty sure in the market, you could get that meat. If I could, I would eat bison. That is a beast of an animal. That's the DNA you want to share. Remember, like these guys tell you about eggs, you'll absorb these eggs about what, 90, I don't know, 50, more than 50% of the egg when you eat it is being absorbed in your body. Okay. If that is true, you're absorbing this in your DNA. Well, then you want to eat bison meat, man. That's a beast of an animal. That DNA is like fucking all the way, bro. So you want to eat bison meat, man. Forget about cows. You want to eat bison. This says ribeye here, ribeye. It's a bison ribeye. It's amazing.
Can't guarantee that I'm going to eat all of this plant-based steak.
And I'm going to give my reasons why you should go carnivore. And one of the reasons is to save the environment from destruction and deforestation. That's right. Really, farming deforests and it destroys the environment. Well, I'll explain this. You're killing a lot of rodents and possibly other animals and taking away land from animals that are able to graze on the land, off the land. Plus, you're causing deforestation, less oxygen in the world, a whole bunch of stuff. You're destroying the land by farming because it's not a necessity. We are not farmers. It's not a necessity to farm. We live on a carnivore diet because it's filled with all the essential nutrients. We don't need anything else as humans. Just animals. We don't need to eat plants. That's all marketing.
But I'll at least give it a try. Before we get into that, let's talk about these different things, though. This is a bison steak. This is a grass-fed, grass-finished steak.
That's amazing, man. I wish I could get that.
From a bison, regeneratively raised. This is a plant-based, quote, steak made from mushrooms. I'm not sure how it's a steak, but that's what they call it. What else is in here? Well, some fruit juice to color it and make it look red like this steak, and some spices, because I imagine without the spices, this basically tastes pretty bland. Probably kind of like cardboard. That's what they say. Mushrooms. Mushroom steak. Right from the outset, my question is, why in the world would you ever eat this and not this? I think just looking at this steak, something primal in our bodies, something that has been known for thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of years, is triggered, which is that meat and organs, animal foods are good for humans. There are studies in vegetarians versus omnivores which show that when you show vegetarians pictures of steak, at the cortical levels of their brain, they have an aversion. But even in vegetarians, at the deepest levels of their brain, they have a positive reaction to this steak. So I guess that a lot of people today are vegan and vegetarian because they don't want to kill animals. But listen, I think that our highest purpose...
That makes absolutely no sense. So they don't want to kill any animals, but they want to cause deforestation in the world. They want to destroy the environment by deforestation and cutting down forests so they can farm, so they can destroy the environment. That's destructive, and killing rodents and other animals that occupy that land, that could possibly live on that land. Other animals and birds and, I don't know, marsupials, whatever that live there. And you've taken away their habitat, their home. You're deforesting the world. And that's basically the problem with the Amazon right now. It's being deforested for what? For farmland. And what do you need all this farmland for? Nothing. Here's the thing. You can control population a lot easier if you were to feed them an animal-based diet. You understand me? It'd be regulated if they were on their natural diet, but it's so unregulated now, and people are so sick already eating these unnatural foods that are made from engineered farms. They deforest the land, and then they engineer these fake foods on these farms, and then they feed them to you. Is that healthy?
On this earth as humans is to do well.
Think about that. Is that healthy to deforest the world and then to feed you an unnatural diet? You understand me? Doing all these unnatural things in the environment, trying to control it, doing all these weird stuff. And then you have Bill Gates. He's like, hey, man, I'm going to feed you fake meat and all this kind of fake stuff made from these farms that he's, taken over. I don't know what he's on, 15% of like United States right now. So he's a major contributor to the destruction of the environment, Bill Gates, because he's destroying the environment. He's promoting farms when you should promote ranchers instead of farms. They're more important. I think that animals are much more important on the planet than these stupid-ass farms, okay?
In the world, to do good in the world. And I think there's a very strong argument to be made that your health allows you to do the best you can in this world, meaning that more strength, more resilience, more libido, more energy, more mental clarity allow you to be the best husband, the best wife, the best father, the best daughter, the best person in the world to contribute most with your gifts. And the nutrients found in meat and organs in real animal foods are not found in plant foods. There are so many nutrients found in this steak that are not found in this mushroom mycelium with fruit juice and spices. Things like vitamin K2, important for cardiovascular health, carnitine, carnosine, anserine, taurine, vitamin B12. The list goes on and on. Significant amounts of riboflavin. They're not found in this. And there's so much nutrition in this steak. Nutrition that's important for wound healing. Nutrition that's important for the formation of strong bones, strong ligaments, strong muscles, muscle recovery. Nutrition that's important for the formation of hormones. Nutrition that's important for the formation of neurotransmitters in your body. Here, not here. So what about the environmental angle? Well, what's amazing about this, it's a regenerative steak, meaning that the animals raised on this land are grazed rotationally. They're grass-fed, they're grass-finished. And when you do life cycle analyses of the carbon footprint of regeneratively raised cattle or bison, this is actually carbon neutral or carbon negative, meaning that the amount of carbon used to produce this steak, in many cases, is negative. More carbon is sequestered into the ground than is actually going up into the atmosphere from the production of this steak. How is that possible, you ask? Well, because animals raised on grass for their whole lives poop and pee on that grass, they tramp it into the grass with their hooves, and that means that these animals help create and cultivate a microbiome in the soil. And that is how carbon from the atmosphere gets fixed into the soil. And that's how carbon becomes negative in the formation of this steak. There is a carbon footprint to making a mushroom mycelium steak. Absolutely. Carbon positive, carbon negative. So if it's an environmental argument, you're eating this one. If it's a nutritional argument, you're eating this one. I don't know what else there is, guys. An ethical argument? Well, look, in order for something to live, something else must die. And you better believe that if you are farming plant...
I agree with Saladino, everything he says. Yeah. In order for something to live, something must die. It's just, that's the environment. Nature created these animals for us. That's the point. We all synergistically work and live together. It's how the environment works. I mean, you wouldn't have lions out there for no reason. They're there for a reason.
You are killing insects, animals, rodents, snakes. So no plant-based food comes without the loss of some life. This is a fallacy within the plant-based movement. So
that is so gross. A mushroom steak. Man, that is like, it's a fungi. I don't know, man. It's ridiculous, but whatever. It's not even a plant.
Ethical perspective, from an environmental perspective, and clearly from a nutritional perspective, this is better.
I agree with everything he says. I agree with Saladino, man. It's kind of obvious. It's instinctual. You know you're destroying the land. You're deforesting. All these so-called environmentalists and fucking, what do you call it? These vegan people, they're all destroying the environment. That's their whole spiel. Their spiel is you shouldn't eat meat. You should destroy the environment by deforesting the world, deforestation, killing off the rodents and everything, killing off the habitats and environments of all these animals by deforesting, pushing them out of their habitats, killing them and everything. They're actually doing the opposite of what they're trying to do. They're like, we're doing it for ethical purposes. We don't want you to eat any animals. No, you're going to do it for ethical purposes. Yes. Deforest the world and kill off all the animals so they become extinct. Is that it? Oh, that's much better. Yes. Okay. And then in the process, we suffer from poor health because we're eating an unnatural diet from these farms that are engineering these fruits and stupid vegetables and then processing them into who knows what, God knows what. So yes, the ethical purposes of destroying the world. Oh man, this is crazy. Then they want to make you believe that they're blowing farts. These edibles are farting, so we need to get rid of them, and we need to make fake meat and whatever the fuck they're talking about. It's just crazy shit, bro. It's just impossible. It's the deforestation, the lack of oxygen, because you're deforesting the world so you can farm all this crappy shit. And then what? Well, okay, so there's more food available, even the fake food, and then there's more health problems. Right? And people live off of you, these health problems, whatever. And okay, so you say, well, the population is growing off the slave diet. It's growing because it's an unnatural growth. If they were to eat animals, it would be regulated eating animals, and you eating an animal and you living. It would be regulated, the population. But because it's so unnatural, people are living off the crappiest shit out there. And I don't know, it's crazy.
It's better. I'm pretty sure it's going to taste better, but we're going to put it to the test. So, I don't know. That's how I feel about these two steaks. This one looks way more appetizing than this. This basically looks like dog food. I'm not even sure my dog would eat this. So, let's put them on the grill and see what happens. Oh boy. I don't even know about this, guys. There's a mushroom steak right there. It looks kind of just like a mushroom, like it's not even really cooking, but my steak over here is looking pretty good. Put it on there for a couple more minutes and try and cook the mushroom steak, and we'll see. I don't know, guys. I can't even tell when this thing is ready. It's just a mushroom. How much do you cook a mushroom? I don't even know if it's ready to eat. I mean, it's been on there longer than the steak. The steak is long gone. It's been on there long enough to be cooked. Bison steak. I mean, I overcooked it a little bit, but super good.
That looks good, man. It's juicy, bro. I think he cooked it a bit too long. I just do it for like about a half a minute each side just to kill any bacteria that's on it. I pretty much eat it really rare, but okay. Ribeye steak, man. That's bison. Must be amazing. Yes, I love that kind of animal meat. I've eaten a lot of exotic animals. That's amazing.
Juicy, flavorful, a little fatty, delicious. Not super excited about this, but I told you guys I would do it, so here we go. Mushroom steak.
I don't think I'd be excited either to eat that crap.
I can't even tell if it's done. Like, what even is this? I don't really want to eat this, but... I'm still chewing. I think the only flavor from that is just from the spices they add to it. In terms of protein, in this whole package...
I gotta say, he looks like he's in pretty good shape. I remember he was a vegan a long time ago, right? And then he converted because it was making him sick. He converted to a natural diet, the animal diet. As far as, like, he looks pretty lean because he does too much exercise, man. He does surfing, exercise. He lives in Costa Rica. Spends a lot of time in the sun, maybe too much maybe in the sun. I'm not really sure. I myself spend too much time in the sun, and I have been paying the price because I got a lot of lines on my face. But I noticed one thing. The more I eat of like seafood and meat, the more these wrinkles and lines seemingly are going away. I don't know. Maybe with time I'll see. A little bit. I'll give it more time. I've never been straight like carnivore and seafood diet, but I am now since last year.
There's about 9 ounces, 34 grams of plant-based protein. This is a 10-ounce ribeye, 64 grams of bioavailable animal protein in this. So protein also crushes this poor excuse for a steak. I'm gonna eat some more of the steak. I mean, I think, guys, there's no question here. This.
Why would they make a fake steak? It's because that's what you're meant to eat. You want to eat meat. Why do all these companies that cater to vegans? I'll make you fake bacon. I'll make you fake steaks, fake meat, and everything. Want to know why? Because they know instinctually that's what you want to eat. You really want to eat meat. Deep down, all you want meat. You want to eat meat because you're a carnivore. You can't help it. Even when they did tests on these like vegans or something, they did tests on these vegans. What did they pick? Meat. They want to eat meat. It's always meat. Why? Because you're a carnivore. Carnivores want to eat meat. If you were truly a herbivore, you'd be out there grazing on the grass, but you're not. See what I mean? But anyway, yeah. Like I said, you could eat anything, but it doesn't mean it's healthy for you. You could eat bark off a tree, but doesn't mean it's healthy for you. It's not healthy for you. It's not healthy for you. And you can't exercise yourself to good health. The only way to get good health is what you eat. That's the only way to have good health. You can't exercise yourself to good health, and you can't have morals. We're gonna save the planet. Kind of these people, they're gonna save the planet by stopping you from eating animals, which is stupid. If you truly want to save the planet, stop eating plants, and you'll save the planet, because they'll have to reforest. They'll have to reforest the planet. You understand me? But this deforestation is destroying the planet. It's destroying us because we're crazy. And plants make you crazy because they're filled with toxins and poisons. They make you sick, crazy, delusional. They make you all kinds of, they make you nuts. That's why people are smoking marijuana. What does it do when you smoke marijuana? It makes you dizzy, nuts, crazy. Get it? Yeah, and alcohol too. You go, you drink alcohol and you become a different person, a nut. Because it's all made from plants. That's what plants do to you. They poison you. They're poison. Anyways, man, I'll see you in the next one. Tell me what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel. Helps with the algorithm, man. But like I said, my friend died recently because he was this type of person. He was young. He just died at 60. He just missed his birthday. He died like 2 weeks ago. I didn't even know. I was bringing him some tea, and he just kept sleeping and sleeping. He didn't want to get up. He got lazy, and then he passed away 2 weeks ago. I didn't even know. I wasn't calling him or paying attention, but then later I was like, hey, I got to go check up on him, and I realized he was gone already. They had already even cremated him. At the same time when they took him out, they cremated him so quickly. I didn't even know. It's like he just disappeared, here today, gone tomorrow. So yeah, his birthday would have been on March the 1st. He didn't make it. He died in the middle of February, which I didn't even know. It's crazy. All right, let's watch the rest of this. It's getting interesting.
I don't know. It's just an excuse to create a highly processed, ultra-processed garbage food without many nutrients in it. Grass-fed.
Like I said, my friend ate a very unnatural kind of diet, and that depressed him and made him sleep all day, and he passed off. He passed away. It even probably caused him his heart attack a couple of years ago. I had a heart attack, a couple of stints put in. You know, he was always complaining that, I'm weak, I can't run, I can't do exercise anymore, I can't do this and that. You could do a lot of stuff still, even though he had a heart attack. But he just, seemingly didn't want to. But eventually he started drinking a lot. The last year he was drinking bottles of wine every single day. He wouldn't stop. I couldn't figure out truly what was wrong with him, man. But he winged off the marijuana. Then he went and drank alcohol all day. He just kept drinking bottles of wine and alcohol. And then came winter time now. I had no idea he was going to die in February. If I knew, I don't know, man. I would have helped him out or something. Maybe I should have given him my electric plate. I have an electric plate. I could have gave him that vibrating plate. Maybe that would have helped him. I'm not really sure. I remember him coming to my place, and he said he knocked on my door, and he was like, I answered. I talked to him. He says, that was like, I think in January. He said his legs were kind of shaky. He felt really bad. And I told him, you got to exercise, you got to go out, you got to walk, you got to do something. But the more lazy you become, the more you lay in bed eating these foods make you like that, depressed, lazy, tired, weak, and everything. And then you lay in the bed and you pass away. And that's what happened to him. Can you imagine? At 60, he passed away. He just turning 60, March 1st, he died. So yeah, it's a lesson. These are lessons you learn.
Fed, grass finished, regeneratively raised, cow, bison, more nutritious, better for the environment, ethically sound choice, better for you, better for the planet. And if you can't get good sourced meat like that, this is why I built Lineage. This is super exciting, guys. Grass-fed, grass-finished beef sticks available now. LineageProvisions.com with grass-fed heart and liver. Again, I always think eat a steak, eat liver, eat heart. But if you're on the go or you want a snack, check us out at Lineage Provisions as well. Super excited about what we've built here. Super excited about finishing that bison ribeye. Not super excited about that. Might use it to go fishing later or something. I don't know, even though I won't eat the fish. If you guys find this content valuable, please like, subscribe, share it with people who you think have questions about plant-based meat versus real meat. Let your friends know about Lineage, grass-fed beef.
Amazing video, man. I just love that. Man, I love this guy. I love Saladino. When I discovered him a while ago, I was like, wow, this guy's smart. Yeah, he's got another one. Eat Here Again. This is the hamburger stuff. You'd never want to eat there again. There's some weird stuff in there. I gotta check that video out. I watched it yesterday too. Lineage classic meat sticks. Yeah, this is great, man. I mean, if you want snacks, that's the stuff to snack on instead of eating shit. Save the environment, save the planet, become carnivore. Save your planet. If you don't go, and here's another thing, population control as well. Keeping population from dying and exploding, eat a carnivore diet. Eat a carnivore diet, man. And promote bringing back the forests and stuff and the animals. Bring them back. We don't want them to disappear. Yeah, friends. See you in the next one. Tell us what you think about that. Like, subscribe, support the channel, support the environment, eat carnivore. I'll see you in the next one. Stop destroying the planet. This is what's causing all the problems. See you in the next one. Ciao.